The next case study in the context of pigeonhole principle. So, as part of a practice session, a chess player is practicing for 77 consecutive days, and there is a constraint. He or she is expected to play at least one game a day, and the total number of games played in all together should not exceed 132. So what is given to us is there is a chess player who is practicing at least one game a day, and he does that task for 77 consecutive days. And today you may play 2 games, tomorrow you may play 4 games, maybe after that maybe just one, then suddenly you may play 7 games, then 10, then maybe one each. If you add all of them for 77 days, the count should not exceed 132. Okay. Then the claim says there exists a period of consecutive days during which he or she has played 21 days. Maybe starting from today and until say Friday, you see that probably the sum is 21 days. Maybe today you would have played 1, tomorrow maybe 7, and after that maybe another 6. So like that, if you add up, you may find a period of consecutive days during which he has played 21 games. And now let's make an attempt. We don't know right now whether the claim is true, false, and so on. Let's make an attempt using PHP. So as always, with this given parameter, you will have to extract pigeons and pigeonholes. Okay. So what I do, I define a variable AI. What does it tell you? It denotes the number of games played until ith day, until day I. So A1 will tell you number of games played on the first day. A2 is number of games played on the first day and second day. Number of games so played on day 1. And A2 will tell you number of games so played on day 1 and day 2. So in general, AI will tell you number of games played starting from A1 until AI. So that would be ith day, until day 1 to day I. So it's a cumulative count. Okay. So please note, since the player is playing at least one game a day, if you look at A1 and if you look at A2, A2 will be at least one more than this, so it is strictly more. And if you look at A3, A3 will be more than this. Like that it goes. And you see that this is all the way up to 77. We are given the fact that total number of games played in all does not exceed 132. Which means if you look at this A77, which will not exceed 132. Okay. Now what I do is the following. This is an inequality. Now perform this. And please note A1 is at least 1. A77 is at most 132. So add 21 to this expression. So which means what will happen? So you have 1 less than or equal to A1 strictly less than A2, so on up to A77, which is less than or equal to 132. Then you add, it becomes 22 less than or equal to A1 plus 21, A2 plus 21, so on up to A77 plus 21, which is less than or equal to 132 plus 21, and which is 153. Okay, listen. What is that we have done? We have defined a variable called AI that tells us number of games played until day I. And we know we are playing at least one game a day. So 1 is less than or equal to A1. A2 will be at least one more than this. So A2 is strictly more than A1. A3 is strictly more than A2, and all the way up to A77. And we are also given the fact that total number of games played does not exceed 132. So which means A77 is less than or equal to 132. Now I have to bring PHP, right? So some kind of trick or a magic one has to do so that PHP can be brought in. For that matter, I have to identify wisely what are PGNs and what are pigeonholes, right? So what I do, I add 21 to this expression. I'm just making use of the values given. Then you get this. So please note, A1 to A77, they are all distinct, correct? If you look at A1, A2, A3, they are all distinct. Correctly, yeah, because A2 is strictly more than A1, A3 is strictly more than this. Now, you have added 21 to each of them. So the distinctness is still there, correct? These are also distinct. So how many quantities are there? There are 77 distinct quantities here. There are another 77 distinct quantities. So you have 77. So you have 154 say PGNs. Okay. What are all the possible values that this can take? Lower bound is 1 and maximum is 153. Correct? If you look at each of this, they can only take a value between 1 and 132. If you look at each of this, they can only take a value between 22 to 153. Correct? Okay. So which means if you see A1 to A77, A1 plus 21, A2 plus 21, so on up to A77 plus 21, where do they come from? They come from the set lower bound is 1, it can go all the way up to 153. Correct? Each of this can only take a value between 1 and 153. And so 153 pigeonholes. So my pigeonholes are 1, 2, 3, like that it happens. So you have a pigeonhole which is labeled 1, you have a pigeonhole which is labeled 2, so on up to 153. Okay. Suppose value of A1 is 1, you place over here. Suppose the value of A2 plus 21 is say 25, you place them in 25. And suppose the value of A7 is also 25, then the A7 will also be placed along with A2 plus 21. So there are 77 plus 77, 154 PGNs or 154 expressions, and each of them, 154 expressions, each of them is going to take value in the range 1 to 153. 154 pigeons, 153 pigeonholes. So there exists a pigeonhole containing, so by PHP, there exists a pigeonhole having at least 2 pigeons or at least 2 expressions. Correct? So there exists a pigeonhole containing at least 2 expressions. Maybe go to say pigeonhole number 55, you may find say 2 quantities. So please note, all of them are distinct. So you will not find 2 pigeons from this getting into same pigeonhole. Similarly, this 77 is distinct. So you will not find 2 of the expressions from this set of size 77 getting into same pigeonhole. I repeat, all this are distinct. You will not find 2 of the quantities getting into same pigeonhole. For example, pigeonhole number say 25, you will not find say A7 and A10. That's not possible because all these values are distinct. Similarly, you will not find 2 quantities from this getting into the same pigeonhole. Correct? So which means what can happen? One person from this, another person from this, they both can get into same pigeonhole. There will be one pigeonhole having 2, that is for sure, because PHP says, the scheme also says. Okay, so this means all of this are distinct, all of this are distinct, which means there exists a pigeonhole containing at least 2 pigeons. What can be there? It must be the case that some AI and some AJ plus 1, AJ plus 21 belonging to the same pigeonhole. Why? Because as this one is distinct, as this one is also distinct. Correctly, yeah? Now, what is this telling you? So, AI equals AJ plus 21 or AI minus AJ is 21. Correct? Okay. This means, what is this telling you? The total number of games played until day I, that is same as total number of games played until j plus 21. Correct? Now this is what you get. From this, what can you conclude? What is the sequence? Day j plus 1, from I until I, take j out, which means day j plus 1, day j plus 2 and day j plus 3, so on up to day I. So this will be the sequence. So AJ plus 21 is same as some AI here, which means if you take j out from starting from j plus 1th day until day I, this would be the sequence. So during this sequence, he has played 21 games. Fine. Let me go through the important points again. And AI represents total number of games played until day I. So you have something called A1, A2, A3. It is strictly increasing. And we are given the fact that total number of games played together does not exceed 132. So then, to bring in pigeonhole principle, I am creating some expression based on this. So I am just adding 21 everywhere. So you get 77 plus 77, 154 quantities. Where are they coming from? in the range, the values are from 1 to 153. This 77 is distinct, this 77 is distinct, but if you see how many quantities are there, 154, but each of them can only take value from 1 to 53. So 154 expressions whose values are in the range 1 to 153, and which means two of them must be same. This is distinct, so it must be the case that there is one from here and one from here getting into same pigeonhole, correct? So AI and AJ plus 21 belonging to the same pigeonhole, which means AI equals AJ plus 21, AI minus AJ is 21. AJ will tell you number of games played until day J, and after that J plus 1, after that J plus 2. You subtract that from AI, and which means I comes later. So day J plus 1, day J plus 2, so on up to day I. During this period, or during this period of consecutive days, the chess player has played 21 games. Okay, such an interesting case study, very subtle, the way pigeonhole principle is brought in by framing a scheme and subsequently bringing the PGN, pigeonhole followed by the principle. Very interesting case study. So please go through similar case studies from practice questions and scribe.